Hey there you guys, it is Molina. I'm here with another video for you guys today, and it is our first video of 2021. So for those of you guys who are new to my channel, I do basically a mix of just kind of lifestyle things. So right now I'm in the military, I'm active duty military, so that takes a big portion of my channel. I also love to sing and work on music, so there's a little bit of that. And just kind of anything else I kind of enjoy doing, like decorating my room or a little clean with me's, things of that sort. So honestly, it's just a melting pot of everything about me. So there you have it. Sorry if it's a little loud. I'm like opening the window so that the light can pour in and there's cars passing, so that kind of sucks, but oh well. So if you guys were already following my channel, you know that I was in ROM and I had just gotten to Japan, and basically that's my last little series I had going on. I had to take a big pause from that just momentarily so that I could put out this kind of New Year's resolutions video, because I have so much content to edit from my time in Japan. It was about 6 months long, and I was able to do a decent amount even though there was a lot of restrictions and rules. I was still able to enjoy a lot of things, so all of that is coming in February. For this month, I really just needed to get back settled into my life here in Hawaii, and also it is my birthday month, so I really just wanted to focus on enjoying my month to myself and not having to scramble and do all that. I am going to be working on all those videos. Be on the lookout for those videos, but that is something that we will get into a little bit more later. I do want to take a moment and talk about COVID, because obviously that's something that was a huge part of 2020. There was also just a lot of things that happened in 2020. It was a very, I think, like big year of change. Obviously the election, there was my first ever Navy deployment, I had a breakup, I haven't seen my family in 2 years, so it's just a lot of different things going on in this 1 year. And speaking like less personally and more like worldwide, obviously we all had to endure a lot of different changes and rules and restrictions, and I don't know, I feel like it was really hard. I know for some people who are maybe like homebodies, like maybe it wasn't that bad, but I don't know, I'm really social. I love going out, and kind of like having basically all these rules to where you can't do that is really, really hard. I'm also like super family oriented, and I just haven't been able to really take leave because of a deployment that I wasn't really like prepared for, and that kind of sucks because now it's been a lot longer than I would have ever expected of going without seeing my family. So that's definitely very, very hard, but I am planning on taking leave soon. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes, so we'll see. I also really wanted to take a moment and give my deepest condolences to the people who did lose loved ones during the last year due to the coronavirus. I personally did have family members who got sick, and I have a lot of family members up north in New York and New Jersey, and it was terrifying because I didn't know how each of them were going to handle it. Thankfully, they were able to all recover, and that is truly a blessing that I do not take lightly. I do want to say I feel like this year has been really hard on everyone in different ways. Obviously, I feel like the biggest one is going to be just being stuck in the house, but you know, it is what it is. I gotta follow the rules and such. So although maybe 2020 wasn't the like best year ever, I'm annoyingly positive, so I like to just, you know, say that it made me better, and even though it was hard, you know, adversity makes you stronger and a better person and this, that, the other. So I know that that's probably not something you always want to hear, but I truly believe that being in a state of gratitude will bring you so much in this life. So although it was hard, and although there was a lot of things that maybe didn't go as we wanted, everybody had all these plans and we had these things that we wanted to do and maybe you didn't get to do them, just know the opportunity is still there. It may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow, but I do believe if you work for things, the things that you want will happen. They will happen for you because you made it happen, okay? So truly, I just want to like take a moment and like uplift all of you, like just really go into 2021 with this positive mindset, because honestly, I really do believe it's gonna get better than what this last year gave us. I just think we're gonna actually get back to a little bit more of normalcy again. Probably won't be tomorrow, but I truly am gonna stick to my guns and just be like, I see things getting better, I'm gonna manifest it. So the 3 things that I really wanted to work on this year are things that I feel like you work on anyways, like just throughout living your life, but I wanted to focus in on them just a tad more. The first one would definitely be my more creative side, so my YouTube, being very consistent with you guys. I go through through phases of posting regularly and then kind of going MIA, and it's just because sometimes it is exhausting to edit and to do all of the work that is required to maintain like an actual steady flow of videos on YouTube. But it's something that I've been trying to take on and fell off a little bit because of just getting busy with deployment. I have so much content, but then I find myself not editing it, so I just need a lot of patience. I am, like I said, posting all of my Japan stuff in the next like month. I just kind of needed some time to settle back into my life, but at least you guys got this video so you can see that I am alive and I am trying to provide. And also I will be doing like a birthday video because it is my birthday month, so for you guys to maybe just know some of the things about me that are like not in my other videos, which kind of an open book, but I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys just want to know a little bit more about me. So if you do, that will be coming also this month. That's the only other video that I have planned for this month. The other side of my YouTube that I just recently started kind of dealing with, I guess, or putting work into would definitely be my music. I am a singer. I love singing. My dad is a musician. He is self-taught on the guitar. He writes his own music, from the lyrics to the guitars to all the other instruments that he wants involved. He's just a complete composer all in all, and so I've been very, very fortunate to be able to sing with him and practice with him, and him gift me these songs that he wants me to sing, that he wants me to put on YouTube, that he wants me to make videos for. So I'm basically just bringing these songs to life. I really want to improve my video editing skills, so I need to find other videographers, work with other creatives, create these new things, and just get better and hone in on that craft a little bit more, because it is all new to me. I did make my first ever music video, and it is up on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out. But it was definitely a huge project, and it's not perfect, and it's definitely, you know, made by me and my friends. They made it all happen. I'm forever grateful to the amazing people who helped me make that video, because it was a lot of work. But at least now I can say I have learned so much. I know what I do and don't like about the video. I have so many ideas for future videos. I have like currently in my head like 3 other videos. So that is something that I really just wanted to provide a lot more for you guys. It's just like that more like musical side of me, because although my YouTube is generally, I feel like the focus is the military, because that is a huge part of my life. I am much more than just a Navy sailor. I love the Navy. It has been really great to me through my experiences. I know that's not the case for everyone, so I can't sit here and be like, you need to join, or no, don't join. I feel like you really need to do your research and like figure out if it's good for you, because it's not for everyone. For me though, it just has been blessings on blessings, from my rate, which is my job, to the deployment that I went on that was just honestly like not a real deployment because it was just so easy and such a great experience, to being stationed in Hawaii. So I cannot speak ill, but because of that, I do a lot of videos that I am talking about the military, and that has definitely taken over my YouTube. But I don't plan on re-enlisting as of right now. That's kind of up in the air. I could be in 4 more years, could be getting out in a year and a half, don't know yet, gotta see how those orders look. Yeah, so I'm definitely trying to not just be stuck in the military videos type category, only because I might not be in the military for much longer, and my memory is actually terrible. So when I sit down and try to do videos like about boot camp and stuff like that, I really realize that I do not remember it as much as I probably should, because it was only 2-3 years ago. But I'm like, I don't even remember. I was like honestly sleepwalking half the time. So basically that was all the creative stuff that I want to work on. It's mainly just, you know, working on music, and also I do love photography. I'll probably be doing a lot more of that. You guys will probably see that. I love being in front of the camera, obviously, but I do love being behind the camera too. I think taking pictures of people and making people feel beautiful and just bringing them out of their comfort zones to create these gorgeous photos or videos, I just love doing that. That makes me so happy. So the second thing that I really wanted to work on this year was myself, which I think is a combination of both my physical self and my like mental, emotional self, because I know that they go hand in hand. They make me who I am. That being said, fitness is a huge part of my life, or it has been. I know since being in the military overall, I've just been more active, and I've been around, you know, very active people being in the military. I got introduced to a lot of people who love going to the gym, or who just played a bunch of sports and stuff like that, and I really didn't. So it's been really amazing to experience that, but I also have now found it in myself to want to go to the gym and to actually know how to use different equipment and just kind of make fitness a regular part of my day, and I don't dread it anymore. It's something that I actually enjoy and I look forward to. That's been one of the biggest changes over the last few months, and gradually over the last few years, and I think that that's a huge thing that I want to maintain in this new year. And as soon as I am out of ROM, which is restriction of movement, because I am stuck again, I will be able to actually get back into the rhythm of things. Obviously the emotional side and the mental side is just me bettering myself, continuing that self-love and continuing to grow as a person. I think one of the biggest things that I realized was that I have not read books like just to enjoy reading a good book in such a long time. And I do remember the last time I really read a book was You Are a Badass, Jen Sincero. It actually was like my first year in the Navy, first few months in the Navy, and my friend introduced it to me. She had us read it, and it just changed my life. It was such a great book. I said I was gonna be a millionaire for like a whole year. It didn't happen, but I didn't really put in the work, but I really like said it and was believing it for a little bit, and then like I kind of was just saying it and didn't put in the work. I am rededicating myself to reading a lot more. I do personally love like the self-help books. I know a lot of people think they're corny, but I love them. So I'm very much looking forward to continuing reading a lot more this year. I got super blessed with my mom gifting me like over 4 or 5 different books that she's been mailing to me little by little as an early birthday present. She knows that I really wanted to get into reading a lot more, and she took the time to find all these amazing books, and a lot of them actually she told me were self-help books, and she found them specifically because they were women authors and they were women of color. So that was amazing. I love that she took the extra time to do that for me because she knows how much it means to me, because I'm a very proud Latina, and to know that there is this great platform of women who are of color and who are also putting out these books that I'm looking forward to reading, it really meant a lot. So that was a really great birthday present. Thank you, Mama. I'll definitely be reading those really soon, and I just can't wait. So thank you, Mama, again. So that's basically how I want to improve myself. The 2 biggest things is the gym and, you know, the reading. Another thing that I really want to improve this year that is just completely physical all the way, it is my freaking skin, you guys. So when I first went on deployment, I noticed my skin after about a month or 2 started breaking out a little bit, and I was like, dang, it is my diet 100%, because I got to Japan and I was treating myself every which way I could go. Like I was like, Pocky, let's go, the little chocolate covered sticks. I was like, let's get it. High chews, let's go. Any dessert from 7-Eleven that looked adorable, let's go, let's get it. And I was like, okay, and that's why your skin looks like trash. And my friend was also telling me, she's like, oh, it's not that, it's probably the masks, because everybody started breaking out because of wearing masks. And I'm just like, okay, maybe it's the masks, maybe it's the chocolate, I don't know, but I'm just gonna stop being bad. And I basically just cut all the crap, did not have desserts, did not have chocolate, did not even have like milk. I was just cutting out everything. I was eating leafy greens and like whatever they had at the galley. I was like, okay, just give me like, you know, fish or like a grilled chicken or whatever, and a salad and fruit every single day for like a month and a half. My skin was getting worse, and now it was like breakouts on my forehead, and what I noticed was breakouts on my chest and my back. And that's when I realized this is the same type of acne that I used to have before I joined the military when I was like a teenager. And I'm like, why am I breaking out? The other thing that I noticed was that little by little, my cramps during that time of the month were getting absolutely terrible. So I put 2 and 2 together, and I realized that when I went out on deployment, I did not bring any birth control because I was already running out before I left for my deployment, and my medical center was not able to give me an appointment because of Corona, everything that was going on. They weren't offering appointments that weren't like essential, and it wasn't essential to like have a women's health check because I wasn't due for one. So they weren't gonna give me like one if I wasn't due for one. So I was like, you know what, fine, forget it, I don't even need it. Like I'm just gonna go be, you know, a child of God, and I'm not like, I'm not gonna need it anyways. Oh my gosh, did I make a mistake, because now my acne is, you can't tell because I have a full face of makeup on, but my acne is actually ridiculous. And not only is it just on my face anymore, it's my body acne, which I used to have years ago. I just never put 2 and 2 together. I never actually realized that the birth control, because the doctors told me when I got birth control that it would likely make my skin clear up, and I was like, yeah, no biggie. And I'm over here thinking like my skin is just getting beautiful because I'm sticking to a skincare routine, and I'm just like, yeah, if you know, are dedicated like me, you'll get great skin. It was not my skincare routine. It was definitely the hormonal drugs that I was putting into my body. Nonetheless, I came back to Hawaii and we ain't playing no games, ladies and gentlemen. We are not playing no games. So I am back on the pill, and honestly, like, if you guys have suggestions for how to get rid of this acne, because I feel like it is a reaction to getting off the pills, because I researched it and they said that there's like usually like this hormonal acne that happens sometimes after you get off the pill. And like, I'm back on it now, so I'm just like, is it gonna go away? Is it planning to stick around for a bit? So if you guys have any tips, please let me know, fellow ladies, because I don't know what to do. I kind of just was like, I ran back home and started taking my pills again, hoping that in a few months it'll just clear me up or something. I don't really know what to do. Very curious as to what you guys think and how you guys can help me. That would be fantastic. 2021, I am definitely manifesting some clear skin, you know? So my last thing that I want to work on in 2021 is also my finances. It is something that obviously I've always worked on my whole life, because I loved working since I was literally like 13 years old. I got my first ever job at like 13. I worked at a tanning salon. Obviously I don't need it, but I did used to work at a tanning salon, and that was honestly what everybody used to say when they would walk in the door. They'd be like, oh my gosh, do you tan here? You look amazing. I'm like, I'm 12. I've been working since a very young age. I've always loved working. I think that's just like how I am, and I love being good at my job, whatever it may be. That's why even with the military, like, I didn't really know anything about my rate before I joined the military, but now that I'm in and I have my job and everything like that, I like being good at what I do. So even if it's not like a personal enjoyment, I want to be as good as my job being a US Navy sailor as the job that I had as a server at Buffalo Wild Wings. I just believe in having a good work ethic, and that means being the best that I can be no matter what I am. That being said, I also like having these jobs because I really do like money. I just like having money, making money, and I'm not even gonna say that I'm very into name brands or that, you know, I like spending a lot of money on bougie things, but I do feel like I do love spending money a little too much, because for me, I feel like I'm cheap in the wrong things, but then I will just waste a bunch of money on other things, because I will not buy expensive clothing or expensive shoes. I will just shop at Goodwill or Ross, and I will not buy anything that's over like $12.99 because I just don't think it's worth it. And then I'll walk into Target and pay $400 and not even realize what happened. So I definitely feel like the biggest thing I want to do in 2021 is discipline myself. I actually spoke to my aunt about like money and stuff like that, because she's just like really good with money, and we were having a chat one time and she told me this great saying in Spanish. I don't know if I remember it right, but I think it's lo que es barato sale caro, which is what is cheap comes out as expensive, or something like that. But I loved it. I don't even know if that was a saying, but it was something like that, and it was really great saying, because it's true. It's like, I spend money on like cheap clothes that I have to throw out every few months anyways, versus if you just buy like a really good quality item, it'll last you for years. So I'm learning how to actually spend my money in the right ways and make good investments. One of the other investments that did not work out was my car. I tried to be cheap when buying a car, and it didn't work out because RIP, it just didn't work out. She's not running anymore. I think the biggest thing for me is just learning how to stick to a savings plan, and also learning how to spend money the right way. I don't have to always be so cheap for certain things, as long as I'm willing to make investments, because that's what we use. We use investments, because I don't like using the word spending money. You're investing your money into things that are going to benefit you. So I think 2021 is definitely a year for me to kind of get my life together financially, because I also, like I said, might be getting out of the Navy, and if I do, I think the biggest thing that I can give as far as an advice is prepare yourself, because that's what I know I'm trying to do right now. If you are in the military and you are thinking about getting out, you need to have a savings. And if you're not in the military and thinking about joining the military, it is a great way to financially get yourself together. But don't get to the point where you get comfortable with that money and then you decide like, oh, I want to get out now and I don't want to be in no more, and then you just kind of go out into the world and you don't have a savings, you don't have a car, you don't have, you know, a house maybe, or somewhere to stay even. I just feel like a lot of people get out and it's like the real world is a lot harsher than you think it is, and I don't want to go through that. I know my mom is a worrywart and she always tells me to prepare myself. She honestly wants me to stay in the military, but I don't really want to unless the right orders come along. So you guys, that was my last point, just financially getting myself together all of 2021. I do really want to thank all the people who are constantly commenting and liking my videos and supporting me, and for those people who like find my channel and then come and message me on my Instagram or any other platform, like, I do appreciate it. And I'm sorry if I don't respond. I'm so bad at checking my messages, but I really do appreciate it, and I really hope that I can help in any which way, whether it's answering questions about the military or, you know, just kind of giving guidance or advice in just regular life things. My fellow ladies, like, I've had quite a few people DM me and ask me certain things about, you know, life, boys, this, that, the other, and just being able to, like, have those real conversations with you guys, I feel like it's huge, because for me, I know that I have a sister and so many different girlfriends and amazing family members like my cousins and stuff like that, and I love being that person. I just feel like, one, I give pretty good advice because I'm a very supportive and loving person, and then two, like, it's just great to create those connections with people. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Be sure to look forward in February for all of my Japan series videos, all that I was able to do on my deployment while I was in Japan, so look forward to that. And also look forward to my more personal get to know me birthday video coming at the end of the month. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye! I still didn't like the way that came out. Oh well. Okay. Where's my paper? What's my things? Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Round 2 is done.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars?